To events in Germany now and the horrifying scenes at a Jehovah's Witness hall in Hamburg last night. We now know that a gunman who entered the building killed 7 people, including an unborn baby. The child's mother survived. The attacker then took his own life, and while his motive remains unclear, police have revealed he was on their radar. Previously a member of the congregation, he was visited by officers only last month following a tip-off, but they decided not to take away his gun.
The gunman began firing in the car park, then through a window, before climbing into the hall where 36 members of the evangelical church were worshipping. 24 more watched the horror unfold online. The shooting stopped soon after the police arrived and began tending to victims. But one more gunshot was heard on an upper floor. The gunman had taken his own life. But he'd also ended the lives of 4 men, 2 women and an unborn baby. The mother, who was 7 months pregnant, survived. He's been identified by the German authorities only as Philip F., a former Jehovah's Witness who'd left the group voluntarily, but not on good terms. The police revealed he'd acquired a licensed automatic handgun only 3 months ago, a gun someone believed he should not be allowed to have.
A tip-off letter suggested that Philip F. could suffer from mental illness and harbored anger towards religious followers, Jehovah's Witnesses and his former employer. Officers made an unannounced visit to his home on February the 7th, but he cooperated and they found firearms regulations were being complied with.
The officers left, satisfied there was no issue. That's likely to renew calls to tighten Germany's rather liberal gun laws. The government has been considering more stringent background checks. Today the police said that simply an anonymous tip-off suggesting a mental illness is no legal basis to remove somebody's weapon. The police have said this video is a crucial part of their evidence, even though the student who filmed it didn't realise the full horror of what he was witnessing.
At first I didn't even realise what was happening, so I filmed it with my cell phone, and only through the zoom did I realise that someone was shooting at the Jehovah's Witnesses. And while I was filming that's when I realised what was going on.
His mother told me the community are deeply upset.
It's a real catastrophe because the people who stayed there and prayed or we know them because they're always parking in our street, and it's a very nice, calm people, and such awful things happen to them that we really feel very sad and sorry and upset about that.
As Hamburg mourns the victims, more details are emerging of the killer. Yesterday evening he went online to publicise a book he wrote, which he modestly compared favourably to the Bible and the Quran. Then he came here to kill those he apparently disagreed with. Ian Woods, News at 10, Hamburg.